We'll start off a little bit of background, just how long you've been coaching, what keeps you coming back to coach football.
All right. Well, this is my sixth year at the high school level. Third year as an assistant. Third year now as the head coach. Before that, I coached my boys through youth football here in town all the way up through 8th grade, and then I didn't coach them anymore. I just enjoy it. I'm 54 years old. I'm a mill worker with a day job. I can come here every day, and I enjoy being around the kids. It's actually more fun now that my kids aren't involved.
Yeah.
And I graduated from Nekoosa in 1985. Been here my whole life, so I'm just trying to give back and get the program back to where it should be.
And just talk a little bit about obviously a new year after everything that happened last year. Just talk a little bit about the message coming back again this year with a little bit more of a normal season this year.
Yeah, hopefully everything can be more normal than last year. We started off struggled last year in some in conference play. Kids weren't sure of themselves. I mean, we played one game with 15 kids in uniform. So hopefully this will be a lot more normal. But we finished the year strong, and I've got a good group. I got 12 seniors coming back. We're hoping we can build off that. We got the pseudo regional championship because we won our 2 playoff games, but it was good for the kids. I mean, they got the extra games. They got to play in playoff type atmosphere games, and they're excited. We had this new complex coming in with the new field. We're hoping with this group of seniors we can make a run at the conference title in the CWC large, even though you got to get by Amherst and Stratford, the perennial powers, but we're hoping we can compete with them this year. So
yeah, and just talk a little bit about that, switching conferences last year in the weird year, and now getting a little more implemented in the Central Wisconsin Conference.
Yeah, it was a little weird for the kids. We knew we were taking a step up in competition, not to badmouth the South Central because there was good competition there, but this is a little bit of a different level. You're, like I said, you're running into the Amherst and the Stratford and Spencer Columbus that, perennially they're in the playoffs. Perennially they have good programs. They're sending kids to the All-Star game and everything else. I think at the beginning of the year we weren't quite ready in our early games with what happened with the step up in competition, but as the year went, we grew, and like I said, this year we think we can compete, hopefully for barring injuries, for the top of the league.
And just talk a little bit about your seniors this year. You mentioned you got 12 of them. Just talk about the group that you've got coming. Coming back.
Yeah, it's a good group of kids. They've played together since probably 5th, 6th grade, most of them all. Our entire backfield minus 1 kid is back, so our starting running backs, our starting quarterbacks, 2 of our linemen that were honorable mention all conference or all conference. So we've got a lot of experience. It's been, and this is as in my 3rd year of coaching, this has been up until these last couple of days we've struggled a little bit, but it's been the cleanest start to a season I've had yet because of the experience we have. They know what we want done. They know how to do it. We're not reteaching concepts and plays. They're just stepping right in and doing it. So being a senior-laden group, it's been pretty good. I mean, next year will be a whole different story because then it'll be a sophomore-heavy group.
Yeah.
But
and just talk a little bit about that. First couple weeks practice, you had a scrimmage last week. Just talk about what you've liked out of the first couple weeks here.
We've seen some real good things. Like I said, we've got a huge freshman class. We'll be sophomore heavy next year. I've got 16 or 18 freshmen to go with my 12 seniors, and then juniors and sophomores are a little sparse, but our JV kids, which is basically our freshman team, played really well in the scrimmage against Pittsville, and we scrimmaged. We started off a little slow against Pittsville, but after that I think we found our groove. Did what we wanted to do, got what we want accomplished in the scrimmage. Did some really good things. Of course, always made mistakes that you got to clean up. That's always going to happen. They are high school kids.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And just talk about, now it's game week. You're getting ready to go down to Black River Falls. Just talk about the preparation during the game week, especially now before school starts, before all the kids get back into class.
Yeah, this group has been, like I said, been really good. They became focused, ready to go. The freshmen are understanding now this week the ratchet up of intensity when it comes to game week. I mean, it started last week with the scrimmage, but it wasn't bad. Now this week, I mean, I think they've been yelled at more this week already in 2 days than they were in the 2 weeks before, So they're getting an indoctrination, but I haven't had anybody complain or, they may give me a dirty look once in a while, but it is what it is, It's our job to get them ready.
And just a little bit about the coaching staff. Just talk about the guys that you got on the staff this year.
I've got my defense coordinator is Jeff Crutchmeyer. He's an alumni from here. He recently, 3 years ago, moved back into town from Campbellsport, and now he joined the staff. He's been a great addition. My offensive coordinator is Derek Baker. He was also an alumni here. He quarterbacked here. And we have Jordan Mcgregor, who played at Lincoln. He was a lineman on their state title team, the last one when they lost to John Clay, and I don't remember who was Racine, whatever he played for when they lost in the title game. And then I had two guys from last year that couldn't coach this year, so we've got Todd Boudreau, who was an alumni from here that graduated with me. He's going to be the JV defense coordinator. And Bill Caberly, who was another alumni from here and lives in town, is going to be the JV offensive coordinator. It's just guys in a small town, you have to do it. Guys that are in town that want to give back and enjoy the sport. And like Todd just recently retired. He's my age, but he had a job where he could retire early, so he's looking for something to do, and they'll be a good addition. They love Nekoosa, they bleed blue and white, and want us to succeed.
Perfect. And just before we get into this complex, and you mentioned it a little bit before, expectations for this year.
As I said, for us, with this senior-laden group, I've told them from day one when they started lifting this winter and stuff that they needed to lead us, and our goal was to compete for the conference title of the CWC Large. I mean, ultimately, you want to go deep into the playoffs, but it starts, in my mind, it starts winning the conference, getting yourself a good seed. Now we've got this wonderful complex, hosting a couple. It's a lot easier to host than it is to go on the road 3-4 hours and have to play at somebody else's house. So yeah, ultimately our goal, hopefully, is to compete for the title of the conference.
And just talk about this place. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. Just talk about the confidence and the giddy that you guys have this year playing at a facility like this.
Yeah, the kids are super excited. I mean, when first week or so we had to practice over behind the middle school because this wasn't ready yet. They were still doing some work on it, but the kids love every day being able to come out here and see that this is theirs. This is small town Nekoosa with 2,500 people has a multi-million-dollar complex for football, track, and they get to play. It's been super exciting. I had our scrimmage on Friday. I don't know how many fans from Nekoosa and otherwise compliment us on how nice it looked and what a good deal it was for the kids. And hopefully it'll bring, get more kids out for football and track, and just possibly, enrolling at Nekoosa, getting more kids here. We redid the softball diamonds for the women's teams too, so that's, new deal. We're slowly but surely making the steps that you need to compete.
Yeah, absolutely. And then just any final words for the folks in Nekoosa that have been not hesitant about coming out to watch football, but that might not have anything going on Friday night that might want to come out.
Just like to say we're going to be an exciting team if you like good old-fashioned smash mouth football. I mean, we're not going to air it out 100 times and run the spread offense, but when the team is done, whether we win or lose, they're going to know they were in a football game, and it's fun to watch if you're a football purist. Plus, you get to come out here and see this brand new, beautiful stadium and enjoy the sights and sounds of a Friday night. In my mind, it don't get any better.